Hi guys, it's Chuck Burns for the USA. You're on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching the video. Today I got something real disturbing coming to you with them. I saw this on a couple news sources today, and it's pretty disturbing to me when I found about this. I really had no idea. I really didn't think that something like this would go on. It's so reprehensible. I just really wouldn't even consider that we would do this. I mean, our government would, at least. I mean, I wouldn't even consider it, but it's true. It's happening. So I mean, what's one to do? Except acknowledge reality and go forth and deal with it and inform people so they may deal with it as well, right? So here's what we got going on, okay? We have the USDA, the DHS, Department of Homeland Security. People are starting to smuggle their kids across the border, right? And when they toss the kids across the border, what's happening is, you see, if the smugglers succeed in getting this kid across the border to its parent who's already here, okay, they got them across, cool. But if they get caught, DHS hand delivers the kid to the parent. You follow that? Our Department of Homeland Security, at our expense, is delivering to a parent who is most of the time, at least one, or always one parent is. In most occasions it's happened, it turns out both of them have been illegal. But we're delivering to two illegals, their illegal kid, that gets caught. How ridiculous is that? I'll tell you why it's happening, because if they all go as a family, they all get sent back as a family. However, the parents are more likely to get across without the kid because they're faster. You have a group of the kid in it, they get left behind. A lot of times the coyotes will make people leave the kids. They'll shoot the parents and they can just leave the kid there, die. If they won't, or they'll say you just stay with your kid, and either way they all die. I mean, either way, it's bad news. So the thing is, though, the parents go across, and a group of all adults more likely to get across. They're all faster and little short legs. And then they said they pay the coyotes later on at a later date to get the kid across then. Because what the deal does is now the kid just gets shipped to him. So what I'm going to do right here, I'm going to go to my screen recorder here in a second. I'm going to go over the court findings with you. I'm going to read some of the things this judge that has exposed this wrote in his findings. His name is Andrew Hanen. Last name Hanan. And this is in the Texas, Southern District of Texas, Brownsville Division of the United States District Court. So here we go to screencast mode, and I'll come back a little bit at the end, but you gotta check this out. You gotta see what this guy wrote. This is insane. This is insane. They're just willingly neglecting their duties as a Department of Security and the Border Patrol, all together, just neglecting their duties at our expense, bringing them in, and then shipping them back. So here we go. Real quick, the important stuff I found in it. This is the judge's findings into the case. So give me a moment here to scroll to the top with this thing. All right, this is obviously happened in the District Court, the Southern District of Texas, Brownsville Division. Judge was Andrew S. Hanen, Hanen. Good finding by this judge. I agree with him. Okay, let's go to the second page where he outlines basically what happened. Salma Santos admitted that she started this conspiracy by hiring alien smugglers to transfer her child from El Salvador to Virginia. She agreed to pay $8,500 and actually paid $6,000 up front. Human traffickers to smuggle her daughter. Criminal conspiracy instigated by Salma Santos temporarily interrupted when the Nava Martinez, the smuggler, was arrested. Despite the setback, the goal of the conspiracy was successfully completed thanks to the actions of the United States government. This court is quite concerned with the apparent policy of the Department of Homeland Security, hereinafter DHS completing the criminal mission of the individuals who are violating the border security. And at the bottom of that same paragraph right here, he says, it did not arrest her, it did not prosecute her, it did not even initiate deportation proceedings for her. This is a dangerous course of action. They're saying that about the parent who initiated it. Now, if we go down to the next page, it's going to be page 3. There's something, first paragraph there we want to look at. Here. He says, this is the fourth case with the same factual situation this court has had in as many weeks. All the cases, human smugglers, trafficking children, were apprehended, delivering the children to their and the DHS ultimately delivered the child to the destination, the parent, basically. I mean, so we're completing the illegal transaction for these people. I mean, it's ridiculous. You go down a little bit farther, the fourth page. He says, in each of these 4 cases, the government also incurred significant expense to help complete the conspiracy. Now, this is happening. He's seen 4 in as many weeks, and this is just one court. There's tons of these courts, and they're seeing this all over the place. It's like this is rampant because we're encouraging this behavior. I mean, it's ridiculous. And then going to page 5 here. Okay, yeah, right here. It'd be more efficient for the government to arrest individuals who are not only in the country illegally, but while in the country illegally are also fostering illegal conspiracies.
And it says it would have been much cheaper, basically, to just bring the parents to the children and deport them both. So the family's still together, but they're not here anymore because it was illegal, and these people are breaking laws when they get here. Okay, let's go to page, I think it's next page 6. Yeah, there's something else I highlighted. Yeah, okay. Nevertheless, the failure by DHS to enforce current United States law concerns the court for 3 unassailable reasons. First, and the only one on my list is the most important one, these illegal activities help fund the illegal drug cartels, which are a very real danger for both citizens of this country and Mexico. No shit, right? No brainer, huh? Let's go page 8 now. Okay, very first line. The government is not only allowing them to fund the illegal activities and evil activities of these cartels, but also inspiring them to do so. Then we're down here a little bit farther. If the traffickers are successful, so much the better. Mission accomplished. If their conspirators are unsuccessful, the government will finish the job of the human traffickers. Mission still accomplished. Jesus Christ, right? Forgive me, Lord, for that one, but Jesus Christ. I mean, it's ridiculous. And then the last page here, the judge says a few things closing up his argument. It's the last page down here. Let's put this in another context. Judge says the DHS policy is also as logical as taking illegal drugs or weapons that has seized from the smugglers and delivering them to their final criminal destinations. Their of importation, exportation. Legally, the situation is no different. How do you like that? So succinctly put. Further, when they try to defend themselves, the evidence they give neither compels the government to aid the drug cartels who control this human trafficking. There's no evidence they give that says they should aid drug cartels. I mean, really, right? Nevertheless, is not aware of any accepted legal precedent. He says again, nevertheless, is not aware of any accepted legal principle, including prosecutorial discretion, that would not only allows the government to decline prosecution, but further allows it to actually complete the intended criminal mission. The DHS should enforce the laws of the United States, not break them. All right, guys, I'm going off the screen recording now.
There you guys have it. Our government is completely violating the laws. They're not even acting within the confines of the law. They're going completely outside the barriers of them. They're aiding the cartels in this illegal mission to the parents have set out upon this conspiracy to get their children here. Like I said, these kids don't cross the parent border with the parents because the kids slowly group down. So they come across first because it's easier for them to get across and more likely to succeed if they come across alone because adults are faster, they got longer legs. But then after that, they pay somebody to bring the kids here. And then the kids get here no matter what, because they're already here. It's ridiculous. We're encouraging this activity in our own country. Our DHS policy is encouraging this. It's retarded. And they talk about drug cartels. I mean, these drug cartels, we have to stop giving them reasons to know a way to make money. I mean, first off, the drug laws in and of themselves make sure that the cartel problem will never disappear. The only way to get rid of the cartels is to legalize drugs and make people just be more responsible for their actions. It's the only way. I'm a libertarian, obviously. But it's the only way. The prohibition with Al Capone. What happened? The second we got rid of prohibition, the gangs went away, the violence went away from prohibition, all that stuff disappeared. It's like history is the proof. I mean, what more do we want? We're funding these people who do this kind of thing, who are human traffickers, and our DHS is encouraging them through other activities like this. It's retarded. We need to wake up and smell the coffee, guys, because we are getting screwed by our own government. We are having our country undermined on purpose. We want to give these people amnesty. Another last point real quick here. These people come here, obviously the parents, and they're still breaking laws. They're still breaking the law. If you give these people amnesty, they're not going to all of a sudden be good, upstanding people, okay? They broke a law to get here. So that's their track record as far as we know. And so their track record is breaking laws, so how are we going to assume all of a sudden we make them citizens? They're not going to break another law. Think about this. You make them a citizen, they're going to pay taxes to be part of this whole shebang and put their $2 in, give some meat in the game, some skin in the game. Let me ask you this. Is it not still to their advantage to put work under the table? Is it not still to their advantage to keep all the money they make every day by not paying taxes? Yeah, of course it is, because they have more money in their pocket. So what makes you think that they're going to pay taxes? You say, well, Chuck, you encourage not paying taxes. Yeah, I'm a citizen not consenting to my government. I don't like my taxes or my consent, and I've retracted that because they're abusing us through things like this. These people aren't going to come here and pay taxes. They're not going to come here and put into the system. They're not going to come in here and pay their two dimes worth and everything. They put their 2 cents in. They're not going to. It's obvious now, too. This makes it blatantly obvious. Wake up, America. Chuck Burns for the USA signing out. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you're more informed than you were before.